Ofelia Esparza is the daughter of Guadalupe Salazar. Guadalupe Salazar is the daughter of Consuelo Salud Garcia. Consuelo Garcia is the daughter of Matilde Tinoco. Matilde Tinoco is the sister of Hipólita Tinoco, who raised my mother. Hipólita Tinoco is the daughter of Luz Mendoza. Luz Mendoza is the daughter of Inocencia Morado. And the rest that I cannot name are the legacy of ancestral bearers, of grandmothers. And the interesting, wonderful thing that Rosana has discovered for me is that they were all born in the same little town, Guanímaro, Guanajuato, of the Purépecha people in the state of Guanajuato, all of them. And so the work that I do is a legacy that I promised my mother that she said, no más es devoción. It's not just devotion. It's not just a tradition. It's an obligation. It's an obligation to remember our family, our loved ones, our ancestors. And you know, Rosana and I teach many people in the prisons and colleges. And one of the main things that I feel is the crux of this wonderful sacred celebration is to carry the stories of your ancestors. You know, in the movie Coco, the main concept is that as long as the last person remembers you, you will live forever. But once that last person is no longer there, you are gone forever. And so that's why it has been an obligation for me. But passing it on, not only to my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and now my children are carrying on this tradition today. They are known as ofrenda makers. It's for all generations and for all people. We all have this carry this universal concept of honoring our loved ones in whatever country, in whatever culture, in their own way. People honor the people who they've loved who are no longer with us. But you know, the work that we're doing, my daughter and I, my children, goes beyond 2 days of Dia de los Muertos in the year. For me, I never thought that it would be something that I would carry I'm 92 years old now, but I'm still working. It's a legacy that I think helps. I call it a sacred endeavor, because when you're dealing with remembering our loved ones and that legacy of carrying on their memory, it's a sacred thing. And the idea that for me has been more of a way of living, a way of thinking, navigating in this life with my family. I have 9 children, and I think I have 14 great-grandchildren, and la mata a dar y dar. But it's something that my train of thought, you could excuse me. It's something that for me has been not only, like I said, the work that I do, it's an art form. I'm also a painter and other things. But this work that I've been doing so many years, which started at self-help graphics in the public eye and format, but it was something I learned from my mother in a very humble, quiet way at home. But today, it is also, like I said, I started to say, how I navigate the world, how I connect to other people, to Mother Earth, how I love. And so this is a legacy that's encapsulated in this way of honoring our loved ones And just like my mother said, I hope that the people that, especially the young people that I talk to, it's beyond the 2 days of celebration. It's a way of carrying on our own legacy. All of us have a legacy to pass on. All of us have a culture and stories. Mr. Trevino mentioned the stories. Without the stories, we will be forgotten. So all of you, continue with that. Pass it on to your children and your grandchildren, and we will prevail. So we have gifted this tradition to the rest of the world in the way that we do it in our culture. And so I just thank you. I wanted to say that the other honor that I have with receiving this award is the name of Gloria Molina, who originated this award. I highly respected her for her love of our community and for her love of the arts. I got to travel with her pulture makers to Mexico, and I see her navigate through communities. She was respected. She understood the importance of the work from Chicanos in our country, and the connection to the mother country. And so all these connections are just, they don't end. People, I was a school teacher also, an elementary school teacher, and some of my colleagues would ask, well, who do you base this philosophy on? Because I would talk to the teachers about this event, and I said, the philosophers that I influenced in my life never wrote a book. It was my mother, the neighbors, the dignity of the senores and senoras who made things survive. I was born in 1932, and I know it was during a depression, so people were survived, but with dignity, with love and support. And so that's my legacy, and I want to share it with everyone. Thank you so much for this honor.
Sana, go up there. The daughters.
Rosana?
Your daughters.
Rosana and then